Hey, what's up? Anthony with Bleacher Bums Gaming, and we are going to preview another fighter from the upcoming second set of 100 heavyweights for Glory Days Boxing, which again should be completed in the next couple of weeks or so, depending on turnaround of the print time. So basically, reason for this fight, and you can see this is not the regular Fitzsimmons. This is just one of the prototype paper cards I use for testing. But I'm previewing Riccick Bowe, and Riccick Bowe has a trait that I'm just introducing to the game. And here on the card, it's listed as Focus. And after I printed the card, I actually changed the name of the trait to Slacker. But anyway, what this trait is meant to emulate is the tendency for fighters who may not be the most, shall we say, dedicated to the sport. And there's no doubt, Riccick Bowe arguably is a top 15 talent in terms of heavyweights all time. Currently, BoxRec has him rated as the 32nd best heavyweight of all time, which I think, quite frankly, is woefully underrated. I think he is better than that, but part of that has to do with the way he approached the fight. I mean, he won 43 of 44 fights. He beat Evander Holyfield twice. He's got some good wins, and his only loss was a close decision loss to Holyfield. So there's no question in his talent. Again, it's his commitment, and that's reflected one by his stamina, which is only a 65, which is on the lower end, and then the slacker, or as it's listed on this card, focus trait. What this emulates is his ability to not be completely, as it says, focused during a fight, which would take away his ability to react as decisively as a fighter who is more tuned in and honed would have. So the slacker trait takes away his ability to land a counterpunch if you roll, have a pre-fight roll of 1 to 7 on 1d20. And you can see for Bowe, that's fairly significant. He counters 6 out of 20 on an opponent's missed punch, so he's a decent counterpuncher. Now, the reason I picked Fitzsimmons for this matchup, one, Fitzsimmons is a fighter that Bowe should beat. Powerful heavyweight. But again, he was smaller, more of a natural light heavyweight, honestly. But back in Fitzsimmons' day, heavyweights were smaller in general. But he also had issues with his chin. You could hurt him, you could stop him. And not the greatest, average defensively. But, again, a talented fighter, but a fighter that does not land. Well, he does land a fair amount from the outside, a good boxer, but a little bit more vulnerability inside. And again, a fighter that Bowe, in my opinion, should beat. But we're going to roll this fight and assume that Bowe rolled a 1 to 7 on the pre-fight roll. So two things will come into play in this fight, and this is where traits come into play. One, Bowe will not be able to counter any of Fitzsimmons' misses, of course. And two, with the body snatcher trait, Fitzsimmons is going to be able to land punches inside without the potential of Bowe blocking them. And Bowe is an average defensive fighter too. So really there on blocks, it would only be a 1 to 2. But that could still factor in a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. So we are ready to go. Fighters in their corner. And again, don't just disregard this card. It's a paper prototype card that I use when I test the heavyweights. I've already done a couple of test fights with Bowe with this trait, new trait. So we're going to do one here for the cameras. So we're ready to go. Fitzsimmons in the red corner. And 6, that's going to be 1 star for Fitzsimmons, 2 stars for Bowe from the outside. So Bowe is in control. And I rolled that, I think it was 94. Anyway, that is going to be a clinch. So on to the second segment. Bowe with momentum. And again, 1 star for Fitzsimmons, 2 stars for Bowe, and Bowe is working inside, 93. That's going to be another clinch. So this fight's off very much as though Bowe didn't really train seriously for this bout. 4s for both fighters, and we are going to go 2 stars for Fitzsimmons and 2 stars for Bowe. It's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange from the inside. So Bowe going first, and 98. This is going to be a foul, potential foul, and 4 is within Bowe's foul rating. So we'll get that resolved right away, and that's going to be a low blow. So Bowe will score a point for that. And now Fitzsimmons, for his toe-to-toe exchange, gets off his first blows of the fight, and 10 from the inside, multiple shots, 4 punches land, down to 2 minutes to go in the opening round. And the trait has not come into play yet. So going to be a 2 stars inside and no stars outside. Fitzsimmons in control from the inside, 7, almost a potential knockdown. 0-2 is going to be 5 punches landed, and again, inside blows cannot be blocked. So Fitzsimmons off to an early lead in this bout, as Bowe again did not come in here with ultimate focus due to his trait. It's going to be 2 stars from the inside and Bowe in control. Bowe misses from the inside. Simmons a chance to counter, does not. Minute 20 seconds to go in the opening round. 5s for both fighters, and that is going to be from the inside. Fitzsimmons in control, and Fitzsimmons rolling well. 4 more punches land, and again, the body snatcher trait cannot be blocked, so he has a big lead over Bowe in the first round of this fight. 2 and a 6, and it's going to be 2 stars each, toe-to-toe from the inside. Fitzsimmons first, he misses, would have been a potential knockdown. Bowe, see if he can get some punches home finally, and 33, jab, hook, and a cross score. 3 punches land for Bowe. 40 seconds to go in the opening round. And 2 stars from the inside, 2 stars from the outside. Bowe with momentum. It's going to be from the outside, toe-to-toe exchange. And 0-9, that's going to be 4 punches getting through for Riccick. And no potential knockdown or cuts there. Fitzsimmons lets his hands go from the outside, and he lands 3. So final 20 seconds of the first round, and Fitzsimmons in control early in this one. Bowe coming back recently. 2 stars and 2 stars, toe-to-toe from the inside, and again going first is Bowe with momentum. 19 from the inside, a hard cross caps the sequence. 4 punches land for Bowe, and he's finally got his motor running here. 96 for Fitzsimmons, and that's going to be a potential foul. 14 will be above that, but he gets credit for a punch land, and that's the end of the round. So first round, 18 punches landed for Fitz and 12 for Bowe. Now, again, fatigue can come into play in this one. Fitzsimmons will be at 73 entering the second round. Bowe is all the way down to a 47. So that is definitely going to have a factor in this fight, or become a factor in this fight. And Bowe's trait has not come into play yet, the inability to counter. So in this first round, a 6-punch differential. And I expect Fitzsimmons to take it on all the judges' cards. All right, we're ready to go. Round number 2. Riccick Bowe and Ruby Robert Fitzsimmons. And again, previewing Riccick Bowe's heavyweight card, which will be in the second Glory Days boxing set, as well as the new slacker trait, which is listed on this card as focus, but it will be changed on the release. Second round underway, and no stars for Honey Fitz, and working inside is Riccick Bowe. He's going to be in control, 58. That's going to be a miss. Would have been a potential knockdown. Fitzsimmons now gets the opportunity to counter. He misses as well. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. And 2 stars from the inside, 3 stars from the outside, and this is going to be a toe-to-toe from the outside. Bowe in control, and possible knockdown, but 62 is going to be a miss. So Riccick Bowe having trouble out the gate in these early rounds. 84, that's going to be a clinch for Fitzsimmons. So we move on. And 2 stars from the inside, Bowe in control, 35 from the inside, and that is going to be a 3-punch salvo getting through. Defensively, Fitzsimmons takes them. 5s for both fighters, and from the inside, 2 stars. Fitzsimmons in control, and possible cut. 24 from the inside, lead cross and 2 jabs, so 3 punches land there. And cut check, Riccick Bowe is a 5, and he survives that with no damage to his facial features. And 40 seconds to go, round number 2. And working from the outside will be Fitzsimmons with 1 star. He is in control, however, 29 from the outside. And that's going to be 3 punches, and Bowe can still, of course, block those. He does not. Takes all of those, and 1 minute 20 seconds to go in the second round. So 2 stars for Fitzsimmons, 2 stars for Bowe. They go toe-to-toe from the outside, and Fitzsimmons with momentum goes first. He misses, would have been another potential knockdown. Neither fighter has been hurt yet. And Riccick Bowe lets the hands go, and that is going to be a 4-punch sequence getting through. So 1 minute to go in the round, and Bowe once again, as he did in the first round, is coming back late in this one. 2 and a 5, 2 stars from the inside. Fitzsimmons in control, and 15, and that is going to be a 4-punch combination getting through. And again, possible cut 5 or less, and Bowe, no cut. 40 seconds to go in the second round. Fitzsimmons now surging into the lead early in this one. 3 and a 5, no stars to no stars, toe-to-toe from the inside. Fitzsimmons goes first, 48, just misses, would have been another potential cut. Riccick Bowe looking to land his first significant blows of the fight, 93, and 93 is going to be a clinch. So we are down to 20 seconds to go. And 1 and 5, 1 star and no stars. Fitz in control, and would have been another potential knockdown, but unfortunately that is going to be a miss. And Bowe, again, does not get the opportunity to counter due to his slacker trade. And let me just adjust the lighting here. There we go. Not that much. Okay. And that will be the end of the second round. So 4-punch differential there. So that was a closer round than the first. And we'll roll for the judges. And again, stamina is going to be a factor in this fight. And going at the current rate, Bowe will definitely be fatigued long before Fitzsimmons. So we are set to go round number 3. Bell rings, fighters come out. And that is going to be 2 stars from the outside and 2 stars from the outside. We will have a toe-to-toe exchange from the outside. Fitzsimmons goes first. He misses. Riccick Bowe. And Bowe, 77, he misses as well. On to the next segment. And 4 and a 6, 2 stars to 2 stars, toe-to-toe from the outside. And again, with momentum, Fitzsimmons goes first. And that is going to be a 4-punch salvo getting through. Riccick Bowe looking to let his hands go. We're going to have a possible cut as he gets through 3 punches of his own. And Fitzsimmons' cut rating is a 7, and he is unscathed as we move on. There we go. Sorry about the light. All right, next segment. And it's going to be 1 star for Fitzsimmons, 2 stars. Bowe in control from the outside, and 93. That is going to be a clinch. So the pace slowing down significantly in this round. So 1 star, and from the inside 2 stars. Bowe in control, and a possible cut as Bowe connects with 3 punches, 7 or less. Fitzsimmons, and he is okay again. Definitely a much slower round. Bowe having a decent round thus far, though. 1 star and 1 star toe-to-toe from the inside. Bowe goes first, and 6. Just missed a possible knockdown, but he rips 5 solid punches off to Fitzsimmons. And Fitzsimmons looking to fire back in the pocket. And that is going to be a miss. So on we go. Minute to left in the third round. This is Bowe's best round of the fight by far. And 2 stars for Fitzsimmons, 1 for Bowe, and Fitzsimmons in control from the outside at 25. And again, 25, Bowe can block, he cannot counter. 25 from the outside, that's going to be 3 punches landed. And Bowe looking to block one of those, does not. 40 seconds to go in the third round. Four and a 2, outside 2 stars and inside 1 star. So 23, Fitzsimmons in control. And that is going to be another 3-punch salvo getting through. Looking to block some of those is Bowe, does not. 20 seconds to go in the round. And Fitzsimmons firing back at the end of the round. And 6s, and Bowe is going to be in control from the outside. He's going to miss, however. And looking to counter is Fitz, does not, and that is the end of the round. So that round goes to Bowe, 11 punches to 10. Again, another very close round. So we will see how the judges look at that. And stamina-wise, heading into the fourth round, Bowe is now down to 27, and Fitzsimmons sits at 56. So we'll be Robert in much better shape as we are set to go for round number 4. And here we go. From the outside, and it's going to be Bowe in control. 78 is going to miss. Fitzsimmons looking to counter, can't do it. 3 and 2, no stars, and 1 star inside for Bowe. And again, Bowe in control. Possible knockdown. Instead, that is going to be a clinch. So Riccick, thus far, very much emulating how he could sometimes be in real life. Toe-to-toe from the outside, Bowe goes first, and this time Bowe going to connect as 3 punches get through. Fitzsimmons just missed a knockdown there as well, and 97 for Fitz, and that is going to be a potential foul. 10 is above his foul rating, so he will get credit for a single punch land as we move on. And from the outside, it's going to be Fitzsimmons in control. 58 would have been a possible knockdown, and he misses. And again, Bowe, because he rolled within his slacker trait, can't counter. We move on. 5 and 3, 2 stars inside and 2 stars outside. It's going to be toe-to-toe. Fitzsimmons goes first. Possible knockdown here, our first of the fight. And that is going to be 4 punches land. We will come back with the chin check for Bowe. And 26, and Riccick Bowe, he's going to land 3 punches of his own. Chin check now, and Bowe got a good chin, 4 or less. He's hurt, and he is fine. Shakes that off, no problem. As we move on. Fitzsimmons circling now, and it's going to be 1 star from the outside, 2 stars from the outside. Bowe in control, 15 from the outside. 4 more punches get through. Bowe starting to take control. Fitz looking to block some of those, and Fitz actually does block 1. Minute to go in the round. And 2 and 3, 2 stars and 2 stars outside. So it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange. Bowe goes first from the outside, gets a couple of punches in, and we're going to have a cut check for Fitzsimmons, which we will come back to as Fitzsimmons tries to work in a little closer, lets his hands go. He misses, and 7 or less cut for Fitz. And again, no damage done there as we move on. 40 seconds to go in the fourth round. And 1 and 2, and it's going to be another toe-to-toe exchange from the inside. Bowe again will go first, and Bowe's got his first crack at a possible knockdown as he batters Fitzsimmons with 4 punches land. We'll go to Fitzsimmons' roll, and Fitzsimmons 0-4. He's standing there with him and gets 4 more back of his own. And chin check now, and 8 or less. Fitzsimmons is hurt, and Fitzsimmons is down. Riccick Bowe has dropped Robert Fitzsimmons, and referee begins to count. Will he beat the count? And he does. He staggers to his feet, and that will be a count of 3. But he is definitely hurt. 20 seconds to go, and an unopposed action for Riccick Bowe coming up. Can he finish him? Riccick Bowe circles in, going for the kill. Oh, darn it. A little overzealous there. And he is going to miss as the round comes to a close. So a good round for Riccick Bowe that time, 15 punches to 9. However, it'll be a 10-8 round for Bowe due to the knockdown. And that gets him right back into this fight. Stamina-wise, though, he is starting to get in a little bit of trouble. He is down now to 18 stamina left as we head into round number 5. And again, that will be a factor as we go on. So Fitzsimmons, let's see if he can shake off that knockdown. Al, Red Sox fan, welcome, buddy. So what we're doing, Al, this is just a preview. This is Riccick Bowe's test card here. And the new trade I'm testing, it says focus. I actually changed it to slacker. And what the trade encompasses is Riccick Bowe is as talented probably as most any fighter that's ever fought in the heavyweight division when he was right and when he was focused. And his problem was he tended not to focus sometimes. So we're fighting this fight as though he failed his slacker or focus, as it's listed here, roll of 1 to 7 pre-fight, which means he is unable to land any counter punches. And the logic behind that is when you're not as honed in for a fight, you don't have the instincts and the reaction, thereby taking away his ability to counter, which is not going to be a hugely significant thing, but when combined with his lower fatigue, it does put Bowe at a vulnerability to lose points here and there. So that's how that goes. And we're heading into round number 5. Whoops. And it's going to be 2 stars for Fitzsimmons, 2 stars for Bowe, and they're going to go toe-to-toe from the outside. Bowe will initiate that, and 97, and that's going to be a single punch land and a possible foul. 16, that's above his foul rating, so we'll move on to Fitzsimmons now. And Fitzsimmons from the inside, and he's going to have a possible knockdown, and Fitzsimmons is down in the last round. He gets 3 punches in there, and chin check for Bowe. Bowe, again, a very good chin. But Bowe is down. Bowe is down. And Fitzsimmons, a long looping right, catches Bowe. He staggers to his feet and was down for the count of 9. So Riccick Bowe is hurt, and we are all even now in knockdowns in this fight. Fitzsimmons, unopposed action coming up. And moving in for the kill, Bowe has goodwill as well. He was, of course, never stopped. And that would have been another potential knockdown, but Fitzsimmons misses. So Bowe is going to regain composure, and we go on. So 2 stars for Fitzsimmons, 2 stars for Bowe. It's going to be toe-to-toe from the inside. Fitzsimmons goes first, 2 punches land, and another possible knockdown. We'll come back to that as Bowe lets his hands go from the inside. And 29, Bowe, he's going to get through 3 punches. And here is the chin check again. And 10, he shakes that one off no problem. Seems to have his composure back as Fitzsimmons. Moving in for the kill. But Bowe back on steady pegs as he circles a ring. And it's going to be Fitzsimmons in control from the outside. 61 is going to be a miss. And again, the slacker trait. Bowe is unable to counter, so loses the opportunity for punches landed there. As we move on to the next segment, 2 stars for Fitzsimmons, 1 for Bowe. Fitzsimmons from the inside, again a miss, again a lost opportunity to counter. So Riccick Bowe not focused for this fight and losing the opportunity. Can't react when he sees the opening. Fitzsimmons, he's going to have 2 stars, and it's going to be a toe-to-toe from the inside. Fitzsimmons goes first, 43, and 2 punches land. That's going to be a possible cut on Bowe. We'll come back to that. Bowe in the pocket. Tries to rip into Fitzsimmons, and dang it. The higher ring ropes. 97. Sorry. 97, that is going to be a single punch land and a possible foul. So no foul, though, there. And now we do the cut check. And no cut for Bowe. A minute left to go in the round. And 1 star for Fitz, 1 star for Riccick Bowe. Toe-to-toe again, this time from the outside. Again, Fitzsimmons will be leading. Would have been a possible knockdown, but that is going to be a miss instead. So Riccick Bowe cranks the hands up and lets him go. Just misses a knockdown, but gets 4 punches in. And Bowe now starting to take a little bit more control as the fight progresses, bouncing back from that knockdown. Still going to go to Fitzsimmons, though, for the round. No stars and 1 star from the inside. Riccick Bowe, another possible knockdown for Bowe as he lets his hands go. 4 more punches get through. And Fitzsimmons, can he survive? 19, no problem. 20 seconds to go in the round. Shakes that off. A huge right hand for Riccick Bowe. And it's going to be 2 stars to 2 outside, toe-to-toe. Riccick Bowe goes first. He is going to miss Fitzsimmons. Trying to finish the round in style, and he's going to miss, actually get 2 punches in to close the round, so that'll do it. And that will be a 10-8 round for Ruby Robert Fitzsimmons due to the knockdown. Each fighter has been down once, despite the fact that Bowe outlanded him in that round. So down to 28 fatigue for Fitz and only 8 for Riccick Bowe, so this will be his last round fresh, more than likely. As the fighters in their corner getting last-minute instructions, here we go. Bell rings for round number 6, and Fitzsimmons comes charging out of the corner looking to capitalize on that big round last time, but Bowe takes control from the inside, and it's going to be a potential knockdown as Riccick Bowe. 3 more blows get through, and chin check for Fitz, and his chin is shaky against the big boys, but he takes that, no problem. On we go. Bowe looking to generate more power opportunities. And it's going to be 2 stars to 0. Fitzsimmons from the outside in control. 35, 3 punches land. And Riccick Bowe can block. He just can't counter. 15 takes them all. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go, round number 6. And 2 stars to no stars. Again, Fitzsimmons maintaining control from the outside and gets 3 more punches in. Just missed a possible cut there. Riccick Bowe defensively, and Bowe is going to add a 4th to that salvo. So 2 minutes to go, round number 6. And this is turning into a very competitive fight. A fight that Bowe, again, I said earlier, should have been able to handle Fitzsimmons fairly easily. Toe-to-toe from the inside. Fitz goes first, 35. And 35 is going to account for 3 more punches land. Riccick Bowe gets his opportunity now. And Riccick Bowe from the inside, another possible knockdown. 3 punches get through, and Fitzsimmons chin check, and Fitzsimmons is not down, but he is hurt. Fitzsimmons is hurt, so Bowe closing in. He put him away, and dang it. These ring ropes, that's going to be from the inside, and 0-3. Riccick Bowe is going to land 4 more punches. So we have another possible knockdown, and we have to do a will check. So we will do the knockdown first. Here we go. Fitzsimmons in big trouble. He will be hurt again next segment, but will he survive? Will the referee let it go on? And his will is 5, and that's it. It's stopped. The referee steps in. Fitzsimmons hurt and been battered along the far ropes. This fight is over. And the end comes at 1 minute and 4 seconds of round number 6. Riccick Bowe, a TKO winner over Ruby Robert Fitzsimmons in a very competitive fight. And this is one Bowe had to pull it out because he was going to run out of stamina this round, which put him at a much greater vulnerability going forward against Fitzsimmons. But an excellent fight, and things heated up the last 3 rounds with Fitzsimmons going down in the 4th, Bowe tasting the deck in the 5th. And then in the 6th round, just over a minute in, Bowe rocked Fitzsimmons, drove him against the ropes, jumped on him, let the hands go, and the referee, Arthur Mercanti, had no choice but to wave it off. So we'll add up our scores through 5 rounds. So that's a preview of the Slacker trait. And again, it's listed here as Focus. It will be Slacker on the final release. And I think it adds, it's not going to be a huge impact on Bowe's card, but when combined with his substandard stamina, it's going to introduce a factor. I mean, you saw here, he missed multiple opportunities to counter, and he is a decent counter puncher landing on 1-6. So it's a trait I've been testing. I'm happy with it, so we're going to go ahead and include that. And as we move forward, it could be applied to other fighters as well who are not known for always giving 100% to the sweet science and preparation for a bout. So at the time of the stoppage, For very well, Fitzsimmons had a lead. So on Judge 1's card, it was 47-46 Bowe. Big lead on Judge 2's card, 48-45, and 48-46 on Judge 3's card. Both had Fitzsimmons in the lead. So there you have it. And Daniel McCord, welcome, buddy. Fitzsimmons corner arguing with the ref. And to no avail, though. It is over, and Big Daddy Bowe is celebrating. So, Al, the second heavyweight set, I've got probably about 40 fighters left to rate. What I'm doing this time is I'm testing as I go along. So once I get done rating and like I said, testing along the way, it'll go right to the printer. With usually I take time about a week after I finish rating to do testing, but I've done a lot more during the process. So probably looking at 2 to 3 weeks to release, depending on turnaround time for the printer. So I would say definitely by end of May, early June at the absolute latest. So it's kind of how things go, but things have gone well so far. And again, with the coronavirus and whatnot going around, even though we're opening up in Arizona, we're not going to get too crazy going out. So I'll definitely have time to focus more on the set as well as other things. So, hey, guys, thanks for watching. That is, again, a preview of Riccick Bowe's card and the new Slacker trait, which will be introduced as a homage to Bowe, just like the Sprinter trait was introduced as a homage to Floyd Mayweather Jr. And again, other fighters will pick this up as we get further sets out. So appreciate that, guys. Hey, thank you very much, Danny. And yeah, there's some fun fighters in this set. Obviously, Eric Esch will be in there. And to me, a fight between Butterbean and two-ton Tony Galento, I actually think I've got Esch rated already. I think I might do that fight as a preview next week on the set, Esch versus Butterbean. That should be an interesting war, the two round mounds of pound in the ring going at it, and both very good punchers too. So hey, have a great day, guys, and we will see you, Anthony, from Bleacher Bums Gaming. Stay safe out there and take care.